You want to
Oh, I don't want to play it yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Shit on me, bro. What's this called? The Dark Secrets of American Most Obese Town? America? It ain't nothing to do with the town. It's just the whole fucking country is obese. But it's whatever.
go bigger and stronger, don't you?
Golly, sure.
The number of obese Americans
If you
is now
watch
around
Just A's, you're not
40%.
obese.
Fast forward 10 years and the rates skyrocket.
It's so bad, some call it an epidemic.
What about pancakes for dinner?
Almost 7 grams of fat.
Americans are getting increasingly and astronomically chronically ill, and it is largely because of our toxic, ultra-processed food system.
It's the craziest scam to ever get pulled off.
Big Tobacco bought into U.S. food companies back in the 80s.
Why is the FDA funded by the pharmaceutical industry?
Former drug regulators who went to work for the drug industry.
This is why America is facing an obesity epidemic. That's not about willpower. It's about the food system.
Okay.
Max, how is food healing us or killing us?
Yeah, food could either be the safest form of medicine or the slowest form of poison.
It's strange to think that at one point in time, one of the leading causes of death in America was the lack of food and
That's dead sad, bro. It's just like soup and bread. Soup and bread. I couldn't live like that, bro.
During the Great Depression. Fast forward to today, however, and 42% of American adults are classified as obese. Food-related illnesses have become the #1 health issue in America, and health experts believe it will soon overtake cigarettes as the leading cause of preventable death. The abundance and availability of fast and easy food that may have once been a dream has turned into the American nightmare. For a long time, the obesity epidemic was chalked up to an individual's lack of self-care, diet planning, and exercise, leading to the rise of reality programs meant to empower overweight people to simply clean up their diets and get into the gym. While these are well-meaning notions, we believe that there may be something deeper at play that is causing this epidemic. Why is it that obesity in America skyrocketed specifically in the last 20 years? And why are there some geographic locations that experience it worse than others? To find the answers to these questions, our search led us here, to McAllen, a border city in southern Texas that has become an unexpected face of the issue when in 2011 a study labeled it as America's most obese city.
Imagine living in this town. Now, where are you from? The most obese town in America. Oh, that's on hate life.
Here at Yes Theory, we always believe it's important to break through the stats and speak to people on the ground to get truer understanding of the circumstances they're living in. That's why Amar and Stefan will be traveling to McAllen to spend the next few days exploring the city, trying to uncover what is really causing this spike in obesity. They also sat down to interview multiple health experts who helped provide in-depth analysis to everything they're about to uncover in the city with this mysterious affliction.
And we are officially in McAllen, Texas. Okay, off we go. Thank you, thank you.
All right. We're making a documentary around obesity and food systems in the US.
Okay.
Are you getting the connection?
Yes,
Why?
absolutely, because I am from here. So
Yeah.
I think the like low income area probably has a lot to do.
She's from here, but she's not fat.
There's a lot of choices, but they're really cheap and really unhealthy. So I get that.
The American, the American flag, and then the McDonald's flag underneath it. Yeah, this town's fries, bro.
Adult in the United States, their calories are derived from ultra-processed foods by about 60%, which means that most of the calories that your average adult is consuming are coming from these essentially shelf-stable, package-processed foods, the kind of foods that you'd find in a vending machine.
Yeah. This is Max Lugavere. He is a health and wellness author, researcher, and host of the Genius Life podcast, which focuses on exposing corruption and disinformation in health and food. He originally gained recognition for his book Genius Foods, which combines scientific research with practical advice on how to improve your health through diet and lifestyle. We originally met him back in 2020 when we made an episode learning more about the vegan diet.
We are now seeing that the overconsumption of these foods is linked with innumerable chronic diseases, The usual suspects, heart disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes, even Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Whether it's our regulatory bodies or even the food industry, nobody's really being all that honest about the impact that these foods are having. Part of that has to do with the fact that they are so incredibly profitable. They are the darlings of the food industry.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna explore a food park here in McAllen. Hopefully connect with some locals. Are you guys from McAllen or?
Yeah. Are you
Cool.
guys from Yesterday?
Yeah, we're from yesterday.
They're asking the wrong demographic. Like, they're asking the skinny people in the fat town. Not in a rude, bullying way, but they need to go up to the fat people in the fat town and see if they think the town is the problem. That's what they need to do.
There's no way.
So we're here to tell a story about unhealthy systems that's making us sick.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And this is the most obese city, right?
It is.
Oh my god, no way.
What's your
The portions
market?
down here I feel like are way bigger than in
They
the
are. Here there's so much fast food. It's kind of the problem.
What do you think made the difference in your upbringing?
I didn't grow up here.
You didn't grow up here. Where did you grow up?
Mexico.
That
Okay.
bottle of Coke, that shit's big as fuck. That is not a normal. Look at his hand. And look at the bottle of Coke. It's like 4 times bigger than his hand.
I was also raised in Mexico, and it's an issue when you come here. Like the food, it's a big issue for everyone.
Yeah.
Even lifestyle-wise, I feel like over there you have a lot more people that walk places.
Yeah.
Here everything's. That's why I mentioned the drive-throughs. Everyone
We
goes.
came walking actually. I told him.
Yeah, we came
Let's walk.
walking.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids, and I teach them every day about healthy food and all of that. So it starts at home. I think that.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of drive-throughs there are here compared to some other cities.
The drive-throughs.
Oh.
I see.
Literally within the 2 blocks that we're in, I counted last night, there's 6 fast food restaurants. I'm not even trying to villainize like fast
So
food.
there's
People eat fast
3
food in
fast
other places in the world, and it's
3 fast food buildings per road on average.
and it's okay. But when it's the main thing that people are consuming every day, because economically you've now locked them in a very specific spot where they can't afford to get groceries. Their work schedule doesn't allow them to cook. I remember when I was a pizza delivery driver in college, like my dinner every day was McDonald's. At the time I was spending $6.50 on my dinner. It was amazing because I was saving money that summer. But ultimately it's like you're eating the lowest grade food that you could possibly have without it being illegal.
Another common misconception about people who are struggling with their weight is they should simply eat healthier. While this is obviously correct, it isn't always simple. In the US, there are approximately 6 fast food restaurants per 10,000 people. This is more than double most European countries. But not only are they much more accessible and healthier alternatives, they're also much cheaper.
Look at that map. No, go back to the map. Just on this one strip, 1, 2, 3, 4 McDonald's, and you go up this road, you hit a left, go back down, 1, 2, 3, McDonald's, just everywhere. But no matter where you live,
Healthier alternatives. They're also much cheaper. And in McAllen, which has a poverty rate of around 21%, which is around double the national average, being able to spend more money on a healthier alternative or taking the time out to prepare a healthier home-cooked meal isn't a simple choice. It's a privilege that many can't afford.
Kids eat free. That is so sick. I'm thinking about how manipulative this is. You're a dad or you're a mom, you don't have that much to support your family. Of course you're gonna fucking come here because you can have a member of your family eat for free. It's like, this is so fucking evil that you're using
forcing so much. It's so understandable, bro. You're a struggling mom, single mom, struggling. And you have a kid who needs to eat. And the only place you can feed him is the kids eat free fast food junk. He's gonna grow up fat. Then he's gonna get bullied, and then he's gonna want to eat more because he's sad.
circumstances to just grab a family and have them come spend money here.
I get genuinely sad about it, now, because now I start to speak, that we couldn't afford eating out when we were young. But if we did sometimes, it was maybe to a fast food chain or so, because that's the cheapest. So
yeah.
I'm like, thankfully good luck, it didn't ruin my life, but it's ruined other people's life.
Yeah.
And and it's not okay.
It's unfair to just point at the people and be like, why are you not doing this? Why are you letting these bad habits control your lives? But it's not just their personal choice in the matter. You have to also look at the infrastructure, the lack of access to these like healthier food options. We're also not doing our part in educating people as to what even an unhealthy diet looks like.
Meet our friend and Yes Theory subscriber, Surya. She works at a medical clinic here in McAllen and is training to become a doctor. As a resident of the most obese city in America, Surya has developed a passion for helping her fellow residents to better understand and manage their diet and wellness.
If I just say, oh, you need to eat healthier, they don't know what that looks like. They just know what they've been growing up eating. Nutrition is basically not in our curriculum at all. Like maybe we get 1 to 2 hours throughout our entire 4 years of medical education. And
1 to 2 hours?
Yes.
I learned virtually nothing at Stanford Medical School about the tens of thousands of scientific papers that elucidate these root causes of why American health is plummeting and how environmental factors are causing it. I took 0 nutrition courses in medical school. What we are dealing with here is so much more than a physical health crisis. This is a spiritual crisis.
How is this $21? This used to be my heaven back in the day. Oh,
Yeah, man. Brownies and muffins.
brownies and muffins. That's my world.
73% of the items in your average supermarket are ultra-processed foods. The kinds of products that are now being linked to conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and dementia.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
How have you raised them differently, knowing that they're growing up in a town that is most unhealthy?
I try to cook more at home. That's basically it. Definitely the convenience of the fast food. Drive-through.
It's a big role to be a mother, so thank you for raising the next generation.
So I'm trying.
I think what's driving me crazy, and I'm noticing that now, the amount of bullshit on labels is unbelievable. You're just bombarded. You just have something. It's the shape of a heart. Lower cholesterol. 28 grams of grain per serving. You don't even know what that means. Reduces heart disease. What the are you talking about?
Well, it's so understandable. If you look at like a healthy food, not like a bag of apples, it's just a bag of apples in a net. And then look at a chocolate bar. It's designed all colorful and all the design all over it just so you can buy that because your eyes is locked to it.
I'll end with a question. If your grocery store has a health food section, what does that make the rest of the store? Thank you. People are being actively misled.
Yeah.
I don't even like to use the term, but it seems like they're, at times it's almost like a disinformation campaign. All of the healthiest items in the supermarket actually don't make health claims.
Yeah.
Like you won't find health claims on a piece of grass-fed, grass-finished beef. You won't find health claims on a dozen eggs. You won't find health claims on a bush of kale. All of the health claims that you'll find in the supermarket, the front of package labeling, are all adorning ultra-processed foods. The healthiest foods in the supermarket don't need to make health claims.
We are ranting about these cereals here. They are saying that they are healthy and good, but I don't know if we trust them. Do you?
If you want my honest opinion when it comes to cereal, you put a little heart on it, people are just assuming it's healthy. And that's not really the case. Because the moment you put some sugar on it or anything, frosted anything, it's not healthy. It doesn't matter if you get like regular Cheerios or anything like that, they're still putting in like all that sugar into your body.
Yeah. Do you find it harder to make healthier food choices in a place where the options are very limited?
I think that's just a nationwide problem because all the healthy options are restricted by a price tag. Let's say you live paycheck to paycheck. Getting stuff that are just like healthier, it's not feasible sometimes.
From the food perspective, addiction is the business model. If we can get more people to jam more fake industrial food, they eat themselves to death and then end up in a hospital. It's a revolving door of profit that we are born into.
Dr. Casey Means is a physician, entrepreneur, and health optimization expert. After graduating from Stanford, she worked for years as a surgeon before shifting her focus to preventive and functional medicine. Since then, she has become somewhat of a whistleblower against the American medical system, believing that there is much more advocacy needed for addressing lifestyle and diet issues. We got inspired through her eye-opening book, Good Energy, which presents a case for a metabolic-focused approach to health, and luckily got the chance to sit down with her to dig deeper into the American healthcare system.
So we live in what is ostensibly like the most prosperous and one of the safest times in human history, and we are very depressed. Our life expectancy is going down. So then you have to say, what is different in the last 50 to 100 years that could be making our cells not work properly? The largest industry in the entire country, therefore the largest industry in the entire world, because America is the richest country in the world, is healthcare. Healthcare has a business model focused on getting more patients through the system as quickly as possible.
I think as an Egyptian, and he's Swedish, we know that America is the biggest exporter of culture in the world.
Yep.
And what we see in the movies with how people eat and drink is literally how other places around the world strive to eat and drink. It's like, yes, it affects America, but ultimately all of this eventually gets exported to the rest of the world.
When America coughs, the whole world gets sick.
A good point. No matter what movie you watch, there's American brands, food brands, promoting unhealthy food into every movie, series, YouTube videos, TikToks. So it's worldwide. So it's not just America getting obese, it's the whole planet getting obese.
True Fit seems like one of the biggest gyms here. Let me just take a look inside. I'll ask him for They had like the first thing that you saw on the screen in there is want a custom meal plan, which was very interesting because it makes sense. As soon as you walk out of here and you just look anywhere around, a meal anywhere around here would ruin a full gym session that you had.
One of the first pillars of maintaining a healthy lifestyle is obviously exercise, and more specifically incorporating exercise into your daily routine. However, this can be easier said than done. Take a city such as Paris, for example. Here, walking to work or to meet friends is the norm, largely because of the city's design, and oftentimes is actually more inconvenient to drive to your destination. Compare that to McAllen and many rural cities throughout the United States, which have been ridiculed for their lack of urban design and walker-friendly city planning.
Like climate-wise, it's very hot down here. This is the coolest it's been the entire year.
It's 90 degrees.
Yes.
We're sweating.
Yes.
We're like, can we even be out today?
No, just during summers, you can't bear to walk outside. So if people are wanting to incorporate exercise that is free, it's super, super hard. Pointing the fingers like, why aren't you exercising? Well, it's harder to get out there.
One of the final stops of this trip was to meet someone who almost lost her life to obesity, Alejandra. She had reached out through the Yes Fam when she heard about us filming this story with the hope of sharing some insight from her personal experience into how the American health system not only didn't help her, but actively made her circumstances worse.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for taking the time.
My dog's name is Jovi, after Bon Jovi.
Ah.
His full name is Jovi Tyler, after Bon Jovi and Steven Tyler.
I see. We texted like this morning and you've been on a journey and are on a journey.
I'm appreciative of you taking the time to even talk to me. I think it was when I was about 6 or 7 that I moved here to the US, because like when we lived in Mexico, my mom and my grandma were the ones taking care of my diet. So everything was homemade. I never got any processed foods growing up. They were very strict with it. But once we started school here, we started having lunch at school. And at first I wouldn't want to eat it because I wasn't used to it, because it was pizza, chicken nuggets, burgers, things that I didn't like because I wasn't used to them. And my mom got called into the school and got told that we needed to eat our lunch.
Free lunches at school are fairly common around the world. However, in Japan, for example, school lunches are highly structured and focused on balanced, freshly prepared meals. Compare that to the US, where the average cafeteria is often serving highly processed, calorie-dense meals like pizza, chicken nuggets, and fries. There are a number of reasons why this has been allowed to happen, including cost constraints, poor federal guidelines.
Japan like lowest on the obesity level. Japan obesity rates. They 4.5, then compared to America obesity rate, it's a 42. Say 38% difference.
But perhaps the worst impact comes from food lobby influence. The food industry spends millions on lobbying and campaign contributions to influence lawmakers for their inclusion in school cafeterias. This was no clearer than in 2011, when Congress allowed a mere 2 tablespoons of tomato paste on pizza to count as a vegetable serving. This decision was heavily lobbied by the frozen pizza industry, which fought against stricter nutritional guidelines.
A lot of these tobacco companies ended up buying up these ultra-processed food companies. Wow. And there is data that suggests all the same criteria that tobacco products do, ultra-processed foods tick off all of those same boxes. This is why the advice that an overweight or obese person will often hear to just eat less and move more is really actually quite condescending and even insulting, because it's really hard to eat less of these foods. They're addictive by design. You know, these companies want to create repeat customers.
What happened when you were exposed for this kind of foods then?
I gained weight so fast. From 1st grade to 5th grade, I ballooned up in weight. By the age of 28, I was, I believe, 270 pounds.
So understandable. What's the average intake of calories? It's like 2,000 something. In this town, you probably eat breakfast and you're already at around like 1,500. So like no matter what you eat, you're skyrocketing your calories. So probably averaging 5,000-6,000 calories a day.
Organs were starting to malfunction, and that they gave me about 5 good years, and then after that they wouldn't know how things would go for me.
When you think about from the entrepreneurial perspective, it's like, what is every business trying to do is create a high LTV customer. Yeah. Lifetime value. What creates the highest LTV in Western medicine? Childhood chronic illness, starting as early as possible. If a child gets on the spectrum of connected metabolic diseases at age 2, which many are now, you have them for life.
What do you think is the most misunderstood thing about obesity?
That we do it to ourselves. We also have to understand, like, the community that I live in is a high poverty community. When it's the end of the month that they're running out of cash, every fast food restaurant, any wing place, any taco place, anything will have wings for 25 cents on Wednesdays, tacos for 50 cents on Tuesdays. If you're stretched for cash, you go.
But it's so fucked up. We're in a high poverty town. How can we make the most money from the poor people? We rack up every single discount we possibly can. So then they see it and go, I could save money. And then they buy it and then get fat.
Because what other option do you have?
If there's bad policy that's making lower to middle income people feel so strapped for money that they literally can't even think about a decision a week from now. They have to think about feeding their kids today. How is this the world we're living in right now? We could fix this.
Through your story, it's evident that it's the system in this country. Like, we're literally less than 20-30 miles from being in, Mexican land, but just across, there's a system that allows for this to happen, that allows for a school to be putting that much unhealthy food for kids, to just condition their bodies to grow up and crave that food even more.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
You're so inspiring, and I feel the lioness and warrior inside of you. Yeah, it's exciting.
Thank you guys.
It's like a production line. You take them as kids in school and you just put them on all this terrible food. It's like if you opened kiosks in cities where you get people to try drugs, and you don't expect the population to just start dealing with addiction problems. I think it's the same thing. If you have this food in school and you're getting all these kids to be trying that food, what do you think they're gonna grow up wanting to eat more of?
When we first had the idea to investigate McAllen, we went with the thought that there was something unique about this town. But after speaking to the residents and dissecting the issue with experts, we slowly grew more aware that this isn't a McAllen problem. It's an American problem, one that has seeped into every city across the country. But what we also learned from this experience is that for those out there struggling with weight issues, there is hope.
You're not the only one going through it. Like, there's a lot of us going through it. Even if the road to get there is rough, it's worth it. Like, I'm still fighting my fight. I'm still not okay. I'm still working to be healthy again. But I am so much better than I was 3 years ago. I can walk. I can eat, I can enjoy things that I couldn't enjoy before.
By learning about the systems that are in place and educating ourselves on how we can improve our diet and well-being, we can break the unhealthy cycle that we seem to be stuck in and take back control of our quality of living.
To me, as long as you're eating primarily whole foods, I think you're going to be way ahead of the game. definitely way ahead of average today. So Whole Foods don't have extensive ingredients lists. They are the ingredients.
For those who are interested, we've provided some links in the description to cheap, healthy meals that you can make at home, along with some links to exercises that you can do at home that don't require any equipment. But obviously, these are band-aid solutions. The true solutions will be going after the companies and representatives that have exploited and profited off of this system. The food and beverage companies, the pharmaceutical companies, and the insurance companies that have made trillions off of the desperation of normal people.
There was a study that I read that was about how to get teenagers to stop eating junk food. And they put vending machines in a high school, and then they tried to do different campaigns to see how they could get kids to not eat what was in the vending machine. And the only thing that worked for teenage boys was essentially a campaign letting them know that they were basically being used as tools by the food companies for profit. Wow. And like their strength and masculinity was essentially going to be zapped by the food in that, and that like they were being used. I mean, you could teach people all day about the health effects of the food and it's going to cause obesity, and it didn't matter. Yeah. You are being used by a machine that wants to take advantage of you. That was the thing. And I'm like, that is what it is for me too. And I think it is for a lot of people. This awakening of like, me and my children are profit centers.
Yes.
You know, we have 360 million people in the United States, and fundamentally they are the source of power, the people, not the media, not the government, it's people. And people, I think, really want to be healthy.
You know, it's only because of the people who have chosen to vote with their dollars that we can now get organic food, for example, at Walmart, or, you know, why you can get grass-fed, grass-finished beef or wild salmon at Costco. The industry bends towards where it sees demand.
But before we sign off this year, I just want to quickly thank you all so much for engaging with the adventures this year and allowing us to make the videos that truly mean something to us. Without you, we would have never been able to go after these crucial stories. Happy holidays to all of you, and here's to a hopefully healthier 2020.
Oh my god, 10k subscribers, I didn't even realize. I ultra subscribers, these guys are fucking amazing. Obviously go show love to all of these. Yes, Fury. I'm gonna get a drink, then I'll next game or video, whatever.